The Warriors have signed another player.
Who?
His name is Yaxel Lendeborg.
Oh, they officially signed their first round
Rookie
pick.
contract has been signed. Yaxel is officially on the team.
Thank God.
Phew.
It's the only thing that's different from last year at this moment.
There you go. Who says they aren't going young, huh? 24.
Not yet. He's 23 right now.
We're going to go young right now, too. We're going to bring in a young man who is an Odyssey NBA insider. His name is Nick Friedell. He's brought to you by Hyundai. Discover what's next at your local Hyundai dealer, official partner of FIFA World Cup 2026. And one of the reasons we're having Nick on right now, not that there's anything wrong with now, is because I think he wants to be a part of FIFA World Cup 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Friedell on the air now so that he can drive to Santa Clara, and hopefully he already has. Hi, Nick.
If only it were that easy, Mark. I thought I would have tickets by now, but I'm still scanning every app there is. So
oh, my gosh.
I may be in Santa Clara, but I don't know if I will actually be in the stadium. We'll see. I'm even happier that I went to Seattle a couple weeks ago and had that experience just in case I don't get in for this one. But I have rarely seen tickets spike higher like this for any event in recent history.
Look at you. Look at you, you narcissist, waiting, making all of us wait to find out where you're going to be tonight, just like a certain basketball player. Gosh, you guys are drama queens.
Hey, if you're going to wait for somebody, you wait for LeBron James. And Mark, I had to laugh because you guys were talking about how, hey, they haven't exactly gotten younger. I mean, there was all this hope that there'd be a younger arc to this team once next season started, and we'll see what happens with LeBron. And you understand completely why the Warriors are doing what they're doing. But I literally just finished up a column where it was basically like a month and a half ago, Steve Kerr understandably said, hey, we got to get younger. We have got to have a team full of guys that can play back-to-backs because we know Steph and Draymond, and at that point there was some uncertainty whether or not Horford and Porzingis would be back, but they're not at that stage of their career where they can. And now, I mean, they've brought back the exact same team with Melton, and you have Yaxel and LeJay Jones, and now you're just kind of like, okay, like you wait because it's LeBron, but it's basically like it's going to end up being like a split squad team, guys, because you're going to have team A of your stars and your guys who aren't going to play back-to-backs every night, and then team B that's going to have to run out there and play a whole lot of minutes while these guys are taking a break.
Nick, obviously the first domino that fell in maybe LeBron to the Warriors becoming a likely scenario was Draymond opting out of his nearly $28 million player option. In your mind, was that made with some sort of information on Draymond's end about LeBron's intentions, or was that just simply the Warriors keeping their options open? And if LeBron decided that maybe he's interested, at least they now have that option. Why do you think that decision was reached?
Mr. Grandy, there is no way that Draymond didn't know something. There's no way he didn't go to Mike Dunleavy and to Steve Kerr and to the Lakers and say, hey, we at least have a chance here. And I am willing to basically defer whatever's going to happen for a little while to figure out what may come of that. But there's just no way when you have that strong of a relationship like Draymond does with LeBron, and you know your contract situation is kind of contingent on, well, can they offer all of this? And there are other moves that have to be made. You absolutely have some kind of insider trading here if you're the Warriors, and you should. Like, this is how you make good deals for your team. So the whole thing has been fascinating because, guys, up until we got the news that Draymond was opting out, the general belief within the organization was he was coming back on that 1 year and he's going to pick up the player option. So there's no doubt in my mind that Draymond and LeBron have had this open line of communication. Now, what LeBron ends up doing, we'll see. But there's no question when you have that type of relationship, especially as it pertains to free agency and what may come next year, you have to take advantage of it.
Nick Friedell is with us here on Willard and Dibs. Grandy in for Dibs, 95.7 The Game. All right, so let's back up and then just get your general commentary on that. In this moment, you think the chances of LeBron to the Warriors are what?
I'd say it's about 50-50 right now. And, Mark, I think it's Golden State and Cleveland. I just don't see another team that makes that much sense because on a strictly basketball standpoint, it's San Antonio. You plug LeBron in there, he fills a whole bunch of needs for that group on top of being the veteran that you would have next to Wemby who goes, hey, I've been here before. let me show you the ways a little bit. But if you want basketball happiness, and my good friend Dave McMenamin, he's got a strong line into LeBron, into the LeBron line of thinking through the years. That's what he said. LeBron is looking for basketball happiness kind of at the end. Guys, there's no better place to do that than here, flatly. He's got a chemistry with Steph. He knows Draymond for all these years. He knows what Steve Kerr's all about. They lived it and won a gold medal together in Paris at the Olympics. The Warriors, on top of all that, and I think this has kind of gotten lost in the shuffle, they let their players kind of be who they are. I mean, look at Jimmy Butler, guys. He had all these blow-ups in all these different places, and he's comfortable out here. And people say, oh, yeah, well, wait till he wants that next contract. Okay, I understand, but I've been around Jimmy his entire career, and I have never heard him say so succinctly that this team is the best. The way they run things is the best. And I say that in context of LeBron because the Warriors have a culture that can handle the star power that is LeBron James. He knows it. He saw it with Kevin Durant. He's seen it through time with Steph. Steph sets the tone for everybody else to follow. So I think the Warriors have a really solid chance, but it's going to come down to, guys, what does he really want? Because the storybook ending is Cleveland. It's not here. I'm not sitting here telling you even if they have LeBron, they're going to go win a title. I don't believe that at all. It would sure as hell be fun to watch, and I think for those guys, it would be fun to play together in the moment. But only he knows exactly what he wants over the next couple days here.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you, and you're going to have to speculate because who knows exactly what LeBron wants. But you talk about him wanting basketball happiness. That's a great line, but who the hell knows what exactly makes LeBron happier than anything else? Is it when we heard that he's not, into this for the money at this stage of his career, but maybe does he want to go somewhere where he has a best chance to win a sixth ring? To me, that would mean Cleveland more than the Warriors. But you talk about everything that's appealing about the Warriors, and you're right there. But do you think that's what he wants? In your opinion, what do you think is the one thing driving LeBron's happiness more than anything else?
I take what has come out from the people closest to LeBron at face value, Mr. Grandy, and that is it's not about money. The legacy is secure. It's where he would feel most comfortable. And I can promise you guys, having done this for a long, long time in a lot of different places, nothing spells basketball happiness like playing with Steph Curry. I mean, that is 100%. When you talk to players around the league, their eyes just start lighting up when you start talking about what is it? What's it like being out there? Oh my gosh, the space and the power that he creates. And it's not just like from a basketball standpoint. It's from off the floor. They know that he is the center of everything out here. I mean, LeBron, who is one of the very greatest players of all time, can come into a team and not have all the weight on him every day as far as going through the day-to-day of talking to the media and being around everybody. That's Steph. I mean, that's why he is who he is. So, Mr. Grandy, I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do. I don't think anybody is right now, including him. But if you're looking for strictly happiness, there isn't a better place in the league to me than being with the Warriors for two reasons. One, you get to play with Steph within this culture. And two, they know how to treat their players. And when you're at this stage of your career with where he's at and what he's done, that is very, very important to the equation.
Insider calls are brought to you by Hyundai. Discover what's next at your local Hyundai dealer, like our next generation EV, the Ioniq 9. Hyundai, official partner of FIFA World Cup 2026. Okay, Nick, especially with the DeAnthony Melton signing today back to the Warriors, if LeBron were to come, is there collateral damage? Who's on the roster right now that might not be on the roster if he comes?
I think the short answer right now, Mark, is Moses Moody. Would they had to trade him out to clear out some more space? We'll see. I'm not sure how all of that works. What I am most fascinated by, though, and it's another part that I feel like hasn't gotten nearly as much attention in the last couple of days as people come to grips with the fact that this actually might happen and he might come here, is what happens then with Jimmy? And I say that because if you're Jimmy Butler and you were at the jersey announcement for the logo patch the other day and you say you love it here and Lacob and Dunleavy, everybody loves you and it's just a complete love fest, what happens when Jimmy comes back in February or March, whenever it is, and he's out there, and then LeBron's out there, and then Draymond's out there, and then you still have Steph? I mean, there are a huge amount of ifs, and I feel like in so many ways, guys, we're having the same conversation we had last summer, because it's like, well, if Horford stays healthy, and oh my gosh, in February, if Porzingis can stay out there, oh, I see it, of course. But if you're Jimmy and you come back to a team that has LeBron and Draymond and Steph, you got to be thinking, hey, this isn't too bad. So as far as the here and now, Mark, what's the move that might happen? I would have to figure it's shipping Moody out to clear out some more space for whether it's LeBron or somebody else. But I am really interested to see if this does play out, how Jimmy and LeBron would be out there on the floor together with Draymond. I mean, you've got a hell of a lot of length, and you've got guys that have played at a very high level defensively for a long time, but those guys are not shooting threes. That is a strange-looking lineup out there offensively, and there's going to be a hell of a lot of pressure on Steph, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I would only underscore what you guys already know, which is if you plug him on this team, the Golden State Warriors will run circles around everyone else in the NBA as far as the day-to-day interest goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick, I'm curious if you've sensed any, from the franchise, just absolute locked in on this move because there's not much else they can do. Do you feel any sense of desperation? Because it feels like the only thing standing between this coming year's team feeling different than last year's team is LeBron James. What else can they do if LeBron decides to go elsewhere? And how okay is Mike Dunleavy, is Joe Lacob with it kind of feeling like what last year was, which was really difficult to watch for much of the season?
If they get LeBron, Mark, they're not going to care because they're going to say, we have LeBron James and Steph Curry together.
But what if they don't get LeBron?
Throw down the chips wherever they go. And for fans to say, oh my gosh, they're getting older, this guy ain't going to be out there. He played 60 games last year. Hey, I get it, but it's LeBron James. So the answer to that part is you wait, you hope. I don't feel like there's desperation because I think not only organizationally, but throughout the league, it was like, all this is smoke in LA. He's going to go back to the Lakers. He will find a way back to the Lakers. They'll work itself out. Then it didn't happen. Then you go, oh, whoa, well, we got a shot here. So if it happens for the Warriors, great. If it doesn't happen, you take some of that money in the mid-level and you try to find somebody else. The problem, though, and this speaks to your point, well, who is that? And that is the issue that the Warriors will have because now there's hype and there's buildup and fans are getting excited about the possibility. And it's not like the world's going to come to an end if he doesn't sign. It's just that no matter who they bring in, it's not going to be LeBron James. And that is going to be a tough decline for everybody involved, thinking of what could have been. But I think that's the problem. What LeBron's addition brings is hope. And the Warriors have lived off hope these last few years. Well, if this happens, and if that happens, and if Jimmy Butler stays healthy, I understand that there's a frustration, at least from a portion of the fan base, on, well, you can't just keep selling hope. The reality, though, is there's only so many moves that they can make. So you wait for this one to play out, and if it doesn't happen, you go from there. But nobody they can get is going to give them the push that this guy would.
Doesn't this feel like something LeBron would do? That's where my mind keeps going. Let's think about this through his brain. And even Cleveland, which to me feels like an itch he's already scratched. His ability to be a showman, the way we've watched his brain work in the past, at least to whatever level we know, doesn't this just feel like something he'd do?
The short answer is yes. He loves the attention. He loves being around other players that he knows are that good. He loves the adulation that he's going to get in this potential farewell tour. I mean, that's the part to what you're saying, Mark, that I never bought, was that, LeBron will go out with no retirement tour. Okay, sure. I believe that for the guy that goes to the scorer's table before every game and flings off chalk everywhere and wants everybody in the building to say, hey, look, there he is. So is it something that he could do? Yeah. I mean, I don't think a lot of people go back 15, 16 years were like, oh, is this guy really going to pair up with his friends, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh? Oh, that's kind of weak. Well, then he did it, and they won 2 titles, and he changed the way the league perceived friendships in the process. So I think his relationship with Draymond is important. I think his relationship with Steph and the way the ice has thawed through the last few years between those two and the success they had together on Team USA, I think that's important. And absolutely, I think Steve Kerr is important in this equation because he knows what he's getting every day. And Kerr is widely regarded as not only one of the best coaches of all time, but a guy who knows how to handle egos. So you can't get a much bigger ego than LeBron, and the Warriors can deal with it. So I think, to me, it goes back to, does he want the symmetry of the beginning, middle, and end in Cleveland? Is that strong enough of a pull? Because, guys, that team ain't winning a title with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. Those guys are solid players. Harden is a Hall of Famer, but they're not number one guys on a title team anymore. LeBron used to be, but he's 41 years old now. So it's basically, do you want to live at home and have the full circle come for your career, or do you want to play with your friends, be coached by Steve Kerr, drink a whole lot of great wine, and play golf whenever you want on some of the best courses in the world? I mean, there's your choices in play.
Yeah, Nick, so how long do you think he keeps us waiting? I mean, you're heading down to Santa Clara to watch soccer. You think you're safe from breaking news tonight?
Yeah, it's not going to – that would truly stun me if it happens tonight. By everybody I've talked to, Mr. Grandy, they're expecting at least a few days here. I mean, the fact that it came out that he was off the Lakers and now he wants to kind of sift through all the information and see what's out there. We're all playing the waiting game. Everybody in the Bay did it about 10 years ago with what Kevin was deciding. They've been through this before. And again, if it happens, great. But I don't think the organization is sitting there right now going, oh my gosh, if LeBron doesn't sign, it's over for us. There's a reality, and Kerr noted this in that press conference after he signed the extension, guys. This team isn't built to win titles anymore. You bring LeBron in, certainly you've got attention and fans can dream, but that's not the goal as you start the season on a team that is so veteran heavy that we're still talking about, well, who's going to play night to night leading into next season? You hope that at the end of the year, you can be healthy and give yourselves a puncher's chance. And even as I say that to you, Mr. Grandy, I'm having flashbacks to listening to Steve Kerr and Steph Curry say it over and over and over again last year. And I promise you, if LeBron comes, it will be the same message over and over again now.
All right, so Nick, it won't be today, but you said that LeBron loves attention. So if it were going to happen, he wouldn't wait for a weekend, would he? I mean, that's just not good for anybody. Come on, Nick. Call McMenamin.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, anytime watching the Dave tweets, guys, it's like the Pope smoke. It's like, okay, well, what does everybody want to know here in this LeBron situation? Dave's sending out the messages to the world one tweet at a time.
Did you see McMenamin wrote meaningful basketball? The second he wrote meaningful basketball, I'm like, oh, for crying out, he's coming.
Hey, it would be a hell of a lot of fun. And again, if we're looking at all the factors in play, Mark, I think it's a pretty easy choice for LeBron because you play with Steph and you have the pedigree of a team that knows how to win, knows how to spend, and is going to treat their players right. But if the poll to be Cleveland's favorite guy comes one more time for one last run, there is no better place for him as far as the storybook goes to end in the place where it all started.